So to summarize the today's session, what are the success fundas of my life? I believe that one day I am going to write autobiography, and nobody reads your autobiography if it is not interesting. So I live a life with the concept of writing autobiography. Always follow the one rule. Always try to become number one and don't be number two, because nobody remembers number two people. uh, Only important thing we should write that change is the only constant in life, and one's ability to adapt to this change will determine your success in the life. Try to be different. uh, this is a quote I understand. They laugh at me saying that you are different. I laugh back at them saying that you all are the same. I always try to become different. I try something new what others are not doing, and to that it is always depend on what do you think it is your self-worth. You need to believe in yourself. You need to appreciate yourself better. If you are appreciating yourself better, then only the other people will appreciate you. Believe in yourself every time in your life. Never give up on yourself. As a therapist, we get for our skills, not for your labors. So whenever we are getting paid, we always tell the patient, I work for this many hours, or I spend time and skill, and I spend on traveling and petrol. Don't talk about this stupid thing. Talk about your skill. Why do you want to get paid? What the problem you are solving? If you solve a bigger problem, you will get big payment. So focus on your skill and time than focusing on that getting paid for your labor. You can't get anywhere flying under the radar. It is always been told us that don't be so loud, be always fly under the radar, be quiet, don't be so loud. But I said people will not attend you unless you are loud enough. You need to fly over the radar. Make sure that people will understand you, listen to you. You need to be loud. If you don't grab attention, people will forget you faster. So I am always loud. I am always aggressive. Being aggressive is maybe good or bad, but being not aggressive is always bad, and it is always not going to help you. So start being aggressive. One of the simple step of success I followed is copy the big people. So I like Ashish Chitnis. I started copying her techniques. I started copying her style of teaching. I started copying her style of conducting workshop. So follow the steps of big people, and you don't need to reinvent the same wheel again and again. Don't try to in the terms of different. You need to create something new. You can do the same thing and be successful in that also. If you can't be copy a successful person, then there is a very simple way to do it. Be a part of good successful system. Sanchiti College and Sanchiti Hospital was a big successful system. Being a part of Sanchiti College and Sanchiti system, I was already a part of successful system, and because it was a successful system, so anything I was doing was being propagated and was being advertised everywhere and told to the world. So this is a very simple way to get success. Become a part of the successful system. Always remember, when you are on the stage and when you are speaking, you are the hero and others are zero. So whenever I talk, I don't think about who is my audience. Are they bigger or superior or lower than me? Always think, when you talk, you are the hero. You become a leader, and you can talk very easily. If you think the next person sitting next to you is superior than you, you cannot talk, and your confidence will go down. This is one of the important point in my life. So when I talk, I think I am the hero, and I talk very easily. Always be outstanding person, even when you are a part of the crowd. From my graduation, I always wanted to be outside. Whenever I was in the crowd, I'm attending any workshop, I used to stand and say, sir, I want to ask a question. It was not important how good the question was, but what is more important, that I'm supposed to ask the question. People should know me, that I am here in this crowd. And if your question is good, people will still remember you. If your question is bad, people will make fun of you, and again they will remember you. So in both the way, you are getting benefit. So even if you are in the crowd, always be outstanding. Here also, it has been said that we always say, think out of the box. I say, don't just think out of the box, create your own box. Why do you just think out of the box? I always create my own box. So when I was doing neuro rehab, I started doing only that. Then people were doing too much of activity into this. Then I moved to aquatic therapist. If a lot of people are moving into then I created new box administration and training. Then people are moving into that also. Then I started doing business training in physiotherapy. So every time I created a new box, and that is why I was able to stand outside the crowd. Success is not measured by what you achieve, it is measured by the obstacle you overcome. But fortunately, I never ever think that I got any obstacle in life, because of this fundamental. There are always people in the world who will always pull your leg, but if you run fast, they cannot catch you. So I run so fast that people can't catch me and pull me. So if you are fast enough, probably you will never face any hurdle. And this world is full of people who will follow someone. So what you have to do, you have to just run faster and do something new and become the leader, and people will follow you. And this is how I keep doing something new and people follow. Always remember, everyone in your life will always give you advice, but what is more important, whose advice to follow. So I follow very simple funda in this. Always follow the advice from the person who actually achieved it. If somebody has climbed the Everest, always follow advice from that person how to climb the Everest. You will see a lot of people standing below the Everest teaching you how to climb the Everest, but they never climb the Everest ever. And those who climb the Everest, they will not stand at the floor of the Everest and keep teaching you. So the people who are successful will not come behind you and trying to teach you. They will be there at their own place. If you want to learn, go to them and learn from them. Again, family always comes first. This was very fundamental principle for me when I was working in the job, and when I became HOD. Always told my team, family always comes first. If you have any problem in family, go home. We can manage the department. But if you don't go home, nobody can manage your family. So family always comes first. And I also believe I'm only successful if my family grows along with me. So when I'm talking here about family, it was my personal family, and it is also family of physiotherapy. I got a good growth in physiotherapy in a different aspect of consultancy and business. Now I want my whole family of physiotherapy to understand and learn from each other, and that is why we are working on this motto of sharing with each other. And this is also one of the present motto of Maharashtra IFT chapter. They are trying to share success stories of all the successful people in physiotherapy. So they are helping each other to grow, and together we will grow as a family. So why did I left the high paying job and started my business? Was one of the first thing was I was very comfortable. There was no challenge, limited growth. I wanted to do different and bigger, share my work not only to a single college, to everybody, and open to everybody. There was a big change in student mentality, and I have talked in detail in one of the talk on YouTube I have published, which is why I left my high paying job. Then I wanted a long lasting identity and financial freedom. And also remember these six needs, human needs of life, like certainty, uncertainty, significance, love and affection, but also focus on growth and contribution. If you focus on growth and contribution to others and share other, you will grow faster. And also remember, financial freedom is not a gift, it is a choice. It is up to you, do you want financial freedom or not, and then make a choice and do the financial freedom. Keep doing personal branding. My growth is based on my personal branding. I started doing personal branding from my graduation till today, and my personal branding was continuously during my therapy, during teaching, and this personal branding helped me to grow my name and my company's name, and this company's name helped me to grow my business. So I use the concept called association phenomena. I was not good in neuro, but because I always associated with neuro, the GB name, Gajan Bhalara name, and neuro was always associated. So by default, I became good in neuro. So whenever neuro came, GB name came. So use association phenomena very frequently. Start branding everywhere. Like this is the company branding. The more people are visualizing your logo name, they will remember you more frequently. Start doing different programs like awarding people. These are some of the patients awards we give. and appreciating their work, appreciating their effort, appreciating patients' growth, appreciate them by different certificates, appreciate by conducting workshops, and this is the scholarship I gave to different people who was topper in their class in neurophysiotherapy in final year. And these certificates, trophies, and logos helped me in creating my brand. I always not only did that, I started sharing experiences through workshop on entrepreneurship, and again I appreciated people in the field of physiotherapy who are doing good clinical business and started their own setup, and I appreciated their starting new entrepreneurship skills. So these seminars also helped me in growing my personal brand as well as my commercial brand. And every time we conduct a workshop, we give personal individual certificate and then take their photos, and these individual photos will be posted on their Facebook. So indirectly it causes brand promotion. Brand promotion should not be done only in your business activity. It is done everywhere. Whenever I go to any workshop, I wear my GB t-shirt. Whenever I attend conferences, I wear GB t-shirts. On sponsorship, we get GB logos. So you can do this kind of things also. When you go for personal trips also, we can use your brand. When I had gone to pubs also, I use my GB t-shirt. So the branding and promotion everywhere. So like this was one of the college get together. You can see I'm still wearing my GB t-shirt. So in our college activity, personal activities also, I am advertising everywhere. The last point is that our life development quadrants are professional, personal, family, and finance. The key lies in how do you balance all these four quadrants. Usually we focus too much on professional development, and because of professional development we get good financial development, but because of that our personal development and family always suffers. And if we keep doing consultancy and private practice only, this will always be compromised. But when I started my business, although my professional and financial growth happened, but it does not affect my personal and family growth and family time. So business helped me in balancing everything. So one of the key thumb rule I follow is that usually people find what is the problem, then they find the solution, then they make a decision, and then they start doing it, and then they make it public. I do everything opposite. I always make a decision and make it public. So whatever I want to do, even if I don't know what are the problems in it, how to solve it, I make it public. Once you make it public on the social media and tell everybody that this is the objective I'm going to do in my future, what happens? The public is always constantly pushing, when are you going to do it, when are you going to do a successful activity in your life, and that becomes a thirst, it becomes a force on you, and you will start doing it. So this is how I make everything public, and then that guides me to achieve my goal. Always remember, as long as you are alive, you will either live to accomplish your own goals and dreams, or be used as a resource to accomplish someone else's dream. So it is your choice. You want to work on your dream, or you want to work on others' dream. If you don't make a choice, somebody else will make a choice, and he will use you for achieving their dreams. It is your job. It is your choice to continue in the job or start your business. So if you do the job, you get the same growth. If you do a business, you get exponential growth. So the only difference or only thing which is stopping you from doing something or not doing something is a decision. Once you take a decision, you can do it. You always get a lot of information, but always remember, a knowledge is not power. It is just a potential power. Whatever the information you get, it is just a potential power unless you act on it. So make a decision today, write down your goals, and decide and start working on it. Take action. And while taking your action, do not settle your actions or decide your goals and dream based on what are the resources available today, what are your capabilities today. It should be always based on your original dream, what your heart said. Never lower your goals and target. Increase your action to achieve your target. Usually whenever we find difficult, we lower your goal and try to achieve the target. Never do that. Always keep the goal higher and increase your action to reach the target. So success is not measured by what you do compared to what others do, but it is measured by what you do with the abilities God gave you. So do not compare with others. Focus on your own ability, focus on your own dream, and you will able to achieve it. So thanks everyone for attending this session. I would like to thank the Central IIP team. Uh, I am a member of Central IIP, and I request all of you to join the Central IIP if you are not a member. And all of us, if you stay together, we can grow together and we can stay strong. So I'm done with my session. Over to Rahul.
Thank you so much, sir. Hello, am I audible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hello.
continue.
Thank you. Inspirational words, truly inspirational talk. We are very lucky
Sir,
to have
start
you
your
today.
camera. Sir, start your camera.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Truly inspirational video, truly inspirational talk. We are very happy to have you today. Now, the session is open for all to interact with today's speaker, Dr. Gajanan Bhalerao, sir. We'll start a question answer session for.
Yes. Before we begin, definitely. Thank you, Gajanan sir, for sharing all your experiences and your views on how you began and how you went through all this journey. The baseline, what I could get from your this thing is to become a successful, you're always made to for doing the best, and you need to learn from your mistakes. As a good leader, you need to start involving your all the people in your unit, from setting the goal to the execution, and definitely giving the ownership to all your team members. Definitely, you need to select your expertise, what you are in, what are your best skills, and then start portraying to the community with your specialty, so that you would be more successful. Now, before we go with questions and interaction, though we are a little bit delayed, okay, we'll have 4 to 5 questions. I would like to declare that whatever the views being shared by our resource person are definitely a personal views and not as opinion of IIP Maharashtra State Chapter. Okay, so sir, we have a few questions here been raised. Dr. Rahul Wankhede. I think the points have been covered, but still, if you can just enlighten again the factors to be checked before. This is a pre-preparation before you actually think of setting up your clinic. Similarly, we have one more question. I think this could be a similar kind. Dr. Dinesh is asking, what would be the correct time you would decide that you need to leave the salaried job and then start with your venture.
Okay, I will take the both the
Gajanan
question
sir.
in combination. They are associated with each other. Um, Before you quit your job, always do the arrangement for the business development. Your full-time job is one part, and in the evening time is your the developmental part. Always remember, people who are successful are always become successful because of what they do after 5 o'clock than what they do in 9 to 5 job. So it is your choice. How do you spend your time after 5 o'clock? So after 5 o'clock, you keep developing your clinical business. You can start with a small consultancy for a few hours, then start a clinic for 24 hours. Hire somebody who will stay in throughout the day, and you only go in the evening hours to run the OPD. That is what I did. I used to go in the evening hours, and my employees used to work the full OPD in 9 to 5 job, and this is how I started. So that is more important. You need to work, and once you think that your department is growing well, then you start quitting the job. Averagely, any business to develop and start, it requires minimum to survive about 3 to 5 years. So never quit your job for 3 to 5 years till your business or clinic start developing. Give a time, averagely minimum 3 years before you quit your continuous 9 to 5 job. And once you think that the department is running on its own and it is a self-administered system, it doesn't require you too much, then you can quit the job and then go in the business development. So like I did starting the business for around 5 years, and then I left the job. You can still do at the 3 years and then start your private setup. The problem is not
Yes,
quitting
sir.
the job.
Thank you.
Problem is starting the business.
Yes, thank you, sir. So, one more, the person participant would like to ask this, that whether to go with your individual setup to begin with, or is it advisable that 2 or 3 people, physiotherapists as such, joining together and then to go about setting up the clinic or their venture, or even in this joint venture, we can have a medical professional, as many people are also succeeding with joining other medical healthcare professional and then going ahead. So what are your views on this, all 3 points?
Always working together is always better. If you can work in a team of 3-4 physiotherapists of the same fraternity or same field or opposite field, also good enough, like somebody from musculo neuro cardio, like that, combine is always better, because the expenses are constant, so it will get divided into different expenses. And if you are different fraternity of therapy, like muscular people are doing musculo neuro and cardio separately, good. If not that, if all are from the same thing, also it is good. You can segregate the time and work. If you have financial problems or developmental problem, if you think you want to work on your own brand and name, then better you start your own setup. Start small and then grow bigger. You don't need to start a big setup. But if you are somebody who is sponsoring or supporting, or if you are you trust each other, then work together. But always remember, one of the common problem of friendship breaking or causing problem in your friendship is money. Whenever money comes, problem starts. So how to solve this problem? So don't start with the only partnership setup. You do a limited liability setup where the job and your responsibilities, your finance are clearly defined on paper legally. So nobody is going to be out of the scope of their capabilities and do something wrong with you. And all the team member will be productive. So start a LLP company than just doing a partnership company. That is my opinion. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So we'll be able to take one or two more questions. Dr. Shekhar Zambure. Dr. Shekhar is asking your opinion regarding once we have our venture developed, can we look for investors to be getting joining us for this venture?
Your question only has the answer.
Gajanan sir, could you?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
please
Yes,
continue.
continue.
Venture capitalist and investment, or there are called as angel investor also. Personally, if your project is small, then I don't want you to take any investment from outside. Preferably, you should run your own business for 1 to 5 years, and then you ask for the investment and venture capitalist or angel investor. As you use the word scaling, if you want to scale the business, the scaling can be same, setup can be bigger, or you want to do multiple setup, then that is the right time to call on venture capitalists and investors, because they are not bothered about your present growth, they are bothered about your future growth. But when you start smaller, there is no growth to show to any venture capitalist, and they will not invest a lot of money. There is always one problem with angel investor and venture capitalist. They take a big chunk of your profit. They give you money, but they also take big chunk from your profit. And usual expectation from a normal investor is that whatever they are investing, the return should be 7 times to 10 times is their expected returns. If you are getting 5%, 5 times return, then they are not happy with that. So imagine whatever amount they are putting, you have to give them near about 7 to 10 times in return. Then they will be more happy. So personally, our physical business are not big, and our income is also in small chunk. So I suggest don't take a lot of investment in the first few years, especially 5 years. Once you cover that period and your business is running, people will come on their own, and they will invest money also, and they will accept lesser returns also. So both there you will get benefited.
Yes, sir. This would be a last question we would take. Rajeshwari Panchala, a physiotherapist, she's asking whether changing the locations of our setup would it impact the business? Definitely, this you try to cover that. Okay, it was going with the experience. Okay, unless and until you do the mistakes, you won't learn. This you already try to cover, but if you can just further enlighten your views about how the changing of location of clinic would impact our business.
Definitely location matter. I changed the setup, but I did not change the location. Location in the sense there are two types of location. The same location you are talking about a territory. Like I work in Pune, Shivaji Nagar was my territory. So I never gone out of that area, Shivaji Nagar and Deccan, which is central area. If you are not in the central area of the city, your business doesn't go faster. So I insist you should go in the prime area. The area is big. The area is big important. Where is your clinic? Is it front facing to the road or inside in the building? It does not matter. But location does matter. Front facing or street facing does not matter.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, if you're able to go with screen sharing from my side, I'd like to share
Yes, I
that.
will do.
Yes. Yes. So over to Dr. Rahul.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Gajanan, sir. Now, before we conclude, I would like to request Dr. Bhalerao, sir, to please share his view about this activity and Maharashtra IP Chapter 2023. Please, sir.
Sir, Ujjwal sir, Rahul sir, I am really so happy that you guys have started with this concept of success stories of physiotherapy. As I explained in my lecture, one of the key success fundas was sharing. And if a lot of people in Maharashtra in clinical setup, they are doing so good job. They did problem solving in the central area, like city areas or rural areas. And if these guys will come forward and share their experience with us, the new budding therapists, the pass out therapists, whenever they come out, they always try to go for a job, either in academics or in a hospital. But if these clinical therapists, they explain them that other than these two options, like a hospital job or a clinical academic job, there is a third option is a clinical practice is also doing very good and it is moving very well. People will be very much thankful to you and your efforts. So I congratulate you and I welcome all the budding therapists. Please attend this series of lecture. This will help you to understand how clinical setup or clinical practice is also one of the greatest developing field in physiotherapy other than academic and hospital types of job. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you for the boosting words. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the knowledge treat from Dr. Gajanan Bhalerao, sir. Now, for those who missed this webinar, we are going to broadcast on Facebook on Maharashtra IP page and YouTube also. Please like, share and subscribe the MHIP page on Facebook and YouTube. Last but not the least, I would like to inform you all registered physiotherapy practitioner. Please get registered yourself to the Indian Association of Physiotherapists to get the maximum professional benefits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Gajanan sir. Now here we conclude. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thanks
So
once
we
again.
are
Thanks once again.
we are ending the session, sir. I am stopping broadcast.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, sir. Thank you.